Back on Kababayan Today, and we're wrapping up the year, kaya naman kasama natin ang ating kulturahan correspondent na si Giovanni Ortega, who has been all over the world this year. Hello, Giovanni!
Hey, G.
So it's been a busy year for you, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about all the amazing things you got to do this year. And of course, we've been very fortunate here on Kababayan Today because you've allowed us to take a peek at all these people that you have spoken to and you've interviewed. Wow, there's a lot of things going on when it comes to our culture, huh?
Yeah, well, first, thank you for giving me the platform to, use that art activism academia and going around the country and,
it's important
outside
work.
of the country. Yeah, it definitely is.
So let's talk about everything that happened this year. What were the biggest highlights for you?
I think the biggest highlights were definitely doing, several episodes for San Francisco.
Yes, you were there several times.
Yeah, actually, I'm flying out.
Again?
Today.
Okay.
I'm going to San Francisco to do some more work. And, it's really good to enhance and interview all those people because there's so much happening in San Francisco in the Bay Area.
Right. What would you say are the biggest differences from the community here in Los Angeles and the Filipino American community in San Francisco? Because both of us have big numbers, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But it seems like a lot more productions happen up there. Why do you think that?
Well, because the city, San Francisco, is more, it's smaller. And, so the city is about like a couple of miles, if not kilometers.
Unlike dito, we're all spread out, diba? From West Covina to Glendale.
That's right. Yeah, to historic Filipino town. The cool thing about San Francisco is, since they're all in that enclave, you have no choice but to like really create that community. And you have the Bayanihan Center over there, and then you have Alleluia Panis doing her work at Cool Arts, but then Bindle Stiff is right there. And then it's just like a couple of blocks to the consulate, who's very engaged in the arts and culture.
Yes,
so it's,
and I always try to reiterate or explain to our kababayans na napaka-importante talaga ng art. Art serves as a cultural bearer, meaning we are able to define who we are based on the art that we're exposed to.
Exactly. I mean, one of the highlights is really the Monstrous playing at the American Conservatory Theater.
That's huge!
It's the first time that it's been, that Filipino American stories are being produced in San Francisco at a union house. The Filipino American International Book Festival was another huge thing where you have all these Filipinos, Phil-Ams and Phil-Cans, Filipino Canadians, coming together and talking about our work outside of the diaspora.
Okay, so paki-explain sa mga tao sa hindi nakakaalam, what is a union house and why is it a big deal that our stories as Filipinos are being produced on their platforms?
Yeah, well, you know that we as Pinoys always tell our stories. It's part of our culture.
Kwentuhan,
right? Kantahan, kwentuhan, sayawan, so, and then kainan. So it's all part of that. So when an equity house produces our work, it elevates us to a more professional level.
Okay, kasi equity, ibig sabihin ng equity house, mas mataas ang standards, diba? And there are rules and regulations.
Certain protocols. Katulad ng kahit anong union in the country, nurses union or...
alam mo naman kasi ang mga Pilipino, to unionize, to get together,
to come together,
is a hard thing. And that's why Larry Itiolong plays such a big role model for us, is because he helped unionize the grape strike, right? If only that were to happen in the Philippines, what more,
Can you imagine?
But okay, so you were in San Francisco, you also got to go to India.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was such a great experience.
And I know you're going to Switzerland.
I'm going
to
Switzerland.
Can I have your life? No, I mean, you are the epitome of a global kababayan.
Yeah,
Gio, because you get to go all over the world teaching art, right?
Yeah,
teaching
definitely.
art. At Pinoy ka pa. So,
There's a certain pride to that.
Oo,
Yeah.
totoo.
Yeah.
You know, but you're also going to be very busy next year.
Next year's going to be very busy.
And I'm glad you have agreed na if i-feature natin dito sa Kababayan Today, lahat ng pinaggagawa mo. When we return, we'll find out where Gio's headed next for Kulturahan here on Kababayan Today. We'll be back.